I mean, if you're not going for record, you're not really speedrunning.
All right, you are now live. Ready when you are. I love Maria.
Your word.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
I'm interested in...
Thank you. Thank you. Farewell for...
So I just realized your Discord audio isn't going through. Yeah, no one's been hearing any commentary apparently. Yeah, I think so.
There is
Oh, there
something
it is. What the
funny
fuck?
about this wall.
I'm sorry, I tricked you. Completely lied. Oh wait, I'm coming through, but you aren't. How does that work? Yeah.
Hello, hello. Alright, I didn't have mic active because this was a new scene I set up. So all my commentary's ass. And gone. I'm a dumbass. I can't believe I did that. Alright, so I did a lot of shit. Mainly I got Bat, and Bat's really good for going fast. Now I get Leapstone. This is all bosses. And Leapstone gives me a dive kick out of my double jump, which is very, very good. Like I said with Bat, but you know, you didn't hear me, Bat has a lot of momentum to it. So I dive kick and turn into Bat and keep my momentum going and momentum going. And that lets me go fast. So we're off the Hippogriff. This guy can either give me good patterns or just be an asshole. He gave me a good pattern. Alright, so I don't really know why this next trick works. It kind of shifts you over a pixel, but not really. It mostly just comes down to the fact that the collision in this area is just straight garbage. So I'm going to buffer a shield rod spell, and that'll activate Alucard shield. Alright, I messed up. Let me try that again. And the Alucard shield is really, really broken with shield rod spell. Like, absurdly broken. The duplicator trick was I underflowed my garnets by using the fairy card to skip a cutscene that I'm not supposed to skip, and then the game just gave me access to my start menu in the shop. And there I equipped it, and then I underflowed my garnets. Anyway, this is Orlox. We're kind of just going to dive kick, and he's going to die very... He's supposed to die very quickly, but I let him teleport by accident. Also, I was trying to goof around there and be swag, but that didn't work. I wasted an egg. I'm on wasting an egg. Can't believe I didn't have mic active. That's such a rookie mistake.
Yeah, I didn't have the stream open to see. I just assumed the audio was working.
Nah, this is the profile I usually have set up for local recordings, so
Oh, I see, yeah.
yeah. No mic, but it's all good now. Alright, so this shield rod spell is very, very, very broken, as I was able to show with Orlox. It heals you, it gives you hearts, it makes you invincible, and it deals an absurd amount of damage. It lasts for about 71 seconds of the shield actually being held out and doing damage, so I gotta be careful and kind of conserve it. I mean, if I don't conserve it, it's not really a big deal. I just gotta, you know, reactivate the spell, but that wastes time. And we are going fast, or at least pretending to go fast here. These are gravity boots, don't get this in any percent NSC. But these are really good for movement. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, but you didn't hear me because I didn't have mic active, Wolf is really, really funny with its collision. So I'm going to set up here, move forward, buffer a frame, and I just clip through the wall and the stairs, and we skip a giant reach around. That was a little far. Alright, so this is Succubus. You're supposed to fight her and then she gives you a gold ring, but we're not going to pick up that gold ring because it's worthless to us. Because we already have the best gear in the game. And we already know how to... The thing that we would use it for, we don't do in this run. So this is Succubus. She goes down like that. Alright, so the gravity boots, they have this diagonal upwards movement that you can do out of a double jump or an animal transformation or a mist transformation, and you can keep your momentum going from that, and that's really fast to do. Alright, I'm going to re-equip Buffalo Star because, you know, we need something fun to do while we're going down this slow and shoot. Alright, that was a boss, but not really. This is the real boss. And her area is just like the most garbage collision in the game. So you can just like straight up clip through an area that a door is supposed to load into, but it doesn't load because the trigger for it loading is really terrible. Alright, I'm kind of messing up my movement here. but I always mess it up here, so that's, you know, it's okay. So we're doing this reach around to activate the switch over here that'll trigger the barrel skeletons to start doing their stuff. Also, every time I like kind of just stutter in place with the bat, that's me dropping a wing smash. Wing smashes are hard inputs. So I'm gonna stand around here. My cat's meowing. Hello, cat. Thrilling commentary, I know. Dive kick into that mouth, and we're gonna fight Cerberus. And then dive kick out of here. Damn it. Get out of there. Alright, so we're off to the orgy pile body. This boss is probably like everyone's favorite boss casually. Can I please get through you? Thank you. By everyone's favorite boss, I mean nobody's favorite boss because it's kind of annoying to fight. But we're gonna fight it because this is all bosses. And it's down. Alright, so we finished up everything we needed to do in normal castle. There's two castles in this game. There's the regular one, and then there's the inverted one. And we're done with the normal one, basically. All we gotta do is get out of it and go to the next one. This book needs to fuck off. Fuck you, I'm American, I don't read. Alright, cool. A little sloppy, but not that bad. Also, Alucard nearly dies every time he takes this elevator. Oh yeah, I have double jump. Yeah. So we hit up a warp room earlier. I didn't really explain that because I was so flustered by the fact that we didn't have mic audio for a while. This lets me just warp around a castle. There's one that's already active, but or one that's already active at the start of the game, but you got to do something to activate it. Really? That didn't go up? Okay. Anyway, Richter is right over here to my left, but we're not going to fight him because he's not really a boss. So I jumped there. That was first try, by the way. That's extremely good. And we just skip him. So this is all bosses afterwards. The way that works is that there's like a trigger line for him, and if you jump at a specific angle and speed with the wolf, that just happens to correlate perfectly with a spot on that staircase. You just don't activate that trigger and the fight never starts. So we're gonna hit up that warp room again, because we do need to come back here after we fight all the bosses, or half the bosses of the normal castle. And by normal, I mean inverted castle. Alright, so yeah, everywhere that had a boss in normal castle now has a boss in inverted castle. So I'm gonna hope, yeah, I got it, cool. That's a really scary room. Because you can just get stun locked to death in here. items we don't need. That's the good book. We don't need the Bible today. Get up there. Also, I forgot the mana prism, so I'm gonna have to take a break here and find a convenient spot to do that. Yeah, that'll work. Get some hearts. Stone Skulls are the only invincible enemy in the game. Like, you just straight can't kill them. Anyway, we're off to Frankenstein, but he's also known as the Creature. Yeah, so this is what I mean about the movement getting really crazy, but no one heard that original comment about me saying the movement gets crazy in all bosses compared to NSC. Any percent NSC. Because, you know, my mic was muted, but, what I'm doing here is just a bunch of wing smashes, and here I let my Rana, or, my wing smash run out at just the right time, so I can get up here. That was a little mistaken bonk, so was that. Damn it. I'm trying to hit a bat before I touch the ceiling, like a frame or two before, but it's hard to do, so yeah. So we're off to Doppelganger 40. This is the whole reason we get Gravity Boots, by the way. I mean, it is fast in some places, but it's mostly used for this. Come on. Alright. I guess that didn't work. Anyway, off to death. Remember these guys? We fought them way at the start of the run. And there's death. I apparently was not holding out my shield. So we don't have enough hearts to do this area properly, which is by a freezing time and then going through it with a very specific movement. But if you're really fast like that, you can do it anyway without stopping time. Alright, that's pretty good. Come on. Oh, this is not good. Alright, we're good. A little bit rough, but otherwise fine. System Shock run? No, I don't think I even submitted System Shock to this marathon. And System Shock's not even a spooky game. So this guy has a fuck ton of health. So we're just going to stand on his ankle with Alucard shield spell, and we're just going to kill him that way. Thanks for letting me know I leveled up. Really helps me out. Whoops, a little too far. Dude, my wing smashes are not good today. Alright, so we're going back to a warp room. I don't know why I shield dashed there. But we're doing the last little bit of cleanup before we head over to Dracula. I mentioned this earlier, but again, you know, my mic was muted, or it wasn't even active in the scene. But on Bloodlines, we did 2 very specific things. We got 41 hearts, which gave us a whatchamacallit, which gave us a neutron bomb, which we used for def skip and keeping all of our starting equipment. Alright, well, whatever. And we also used up all our hearts, which gives us a heart refresh. Alright, that was a really bad movement. This category is all about movement, by the way. Like, all bosses, like, no. The bosses are a joke. You don't fight any of them. Like, even NSC, like, you fight bosses more properly. Because, at least there, like in Dracula, you don't have the shield rod spell and do all that wonky stuff there. Really? That was a bonk? Must have been off by, like, a pixel. I love that yell. Alright, stopwatch doesn't matter. Also, this is Cthulhu that we just ran through. But Cthulhu's our boy and he's no threat. Alright, so this room's really terrifying with the imps. They can stun lock you in place like pretty much for eternity. But we got through it somehow. Even though I flubbed my movement really badly. So we're off to an inverted Coliseum. And there we're going to fight the Castlevania 3 trio, which are hanging out in Dracula's castle for whatever reason. But these guys can be slowed down a lot with the stopwatch, which is what we're going to do. Nice level up. Really? Really? Alright, I can't win Smash. Yeah, some of the things in this game have long death animations. They kind of went a little overboard with their pixel art. Alright, so Bat loves to hug surfaces, which is why this works. I can't win Smash. Alright, so we're off the Beelzebub, and this guy can theoretically kill my run. But, you know, he's not gonna. Because if that happens, like, you know, I'm probably killing live on stream. Yeah, he's dead. So the way that boss works is that, the more damage you deal to his limbs and, surrounding areas, the harder he gets. So you just want to deal damage to his chest. Also, Shield Rod spell hasn't run out yet, which has me a little worried. Alright, so we're off to Dracula and Shaft, which is, you know, the guy who revived Dracula. We're gonna line up here and use that heart refresh that I got earlier. And this is sort of similar to how Def Skip worked. I don't think I got it, but we'll see what happens. Oh, I did get it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we clip into Dracula's chamber. Or basically right next to it. I used a dog there not just because it looks funny, but because it cancels my momentum perfectly. Alright, this is Shaft. He's gonna say some shit, and he's gonna fly into his bubble. And he's gonna die very quickly. Also, time's coming up pretty soon. Yeah, time is on final hit of Dracula, so get ready for that. So we gravity boot upwards. Also, I ran out of shield rod spell at a very bad time. But I was kind of expecting that to happen, honestly. And time.
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother.
Got you
no
at
more.
3830.
It's not too bad for me.
How is it that I've been so
My PB is
defeated?
like
You
36,
have been
36.
doomed ever since you lost the
And that
ability
happened
to
just
love.
yesterday, so.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and
By the way, the
loses
voice
his
acting in
own
this game is
soul?
absolutely epic.
Matthew 16,
It's like,
26.
it's really badly translated, like everything Konami did in this era, but like it's
Tell me.
so epic.
What were Lisa's last words?
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then it...
Alright, let's get out of there. See you, Dad. Ah, thanks, CFB.
So you made it.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
Anyway, you want me to cut stream now?
Tis my fault you had
Yeah, you're good to go. Thanks, dude.
Alright, thanks for having me.
Fear not.